What's up, warriors? Welcome to another Bitcoin price update. So, yesterday we left off with this volume profile here. As you can see, it has changed a little bit. If we look into, if we reset it a little bit, so we took it from this drop, right, to where we were at yesterday, right? This node was up here and it has moved from there. The value point of control is still the same and the value area low. As you can see, the value area low has had a really amazing support and it gave us a nice pump from there, right? But things have changed. So now if we pull the value fixed range here to where we at now, as you can see, the point of control is still the same, right? The value area low has moved up a little bit, so we can just fix this just a little bit here, right? And the value area high has also moved. Now, there's a way that some people would say that they will pull it from this drop here and minus all of this, right? If we do that, as you can see, things change a little bit, right? The value area high now is around this 36,800 zone, right? So if we put that there, let's clone this real fast. We can put a node here, sign. As you can see, this is around the 36,800 to $72 area. And the value area low, if we switch this, then it comes down to around that 34,789, usually around the middle of the range of where we set up the range from yesterday, right? Now, it's up to you how you want to do that. And also, as you can see, the point of control has moved slightly to the middle here where the weekly VWAP meets up, okay? So that's the little difference right there. Now, if we remove this a little bit, just so we can see better, we have these ranges. It's starting to look a little too much, right? So the main thing you need to understand is that in this section here, from this top to this bottom, this is major resistance, okay? If we land here, we need to make sure that before we go ultra bullish, that we are actually able to claim this area, right? So this is the only thing that you have to be really careful of not going super long, because what can happen is, let's say an example, you go long and you hit this and you get rejected and then you start coming back down. You don't want that, because then you'll be at a loss. What you want it to happen is to come up, let's say an example, come around here, break up a little bit, then back test somewhat, right? And then keep moving back up. But then again, you also have the yearly VWAP around the 40,900. So if you hit this yearly VWAP, you might get rejected. Okay, as you can see, it has not been touched, okay, since the 20th of January. So you have a few days now that it hasn't even touched this. So most likely when it does touch it, we're gonna get a reaction from it. And usually, if you're coming from the bottom to the top, this is resistance. As an example, these are on the bottom, right? These are support. So if we come back down here and hit the daily VWAP, we might get a reaction to the upside. So you have to remember those things and keep that in mind when you're, taking a trade with Bitcoin, right? So as of right now, though, if we remove these things here, let's just clean things up. As you can see, we are in this trading range from the top to the bottom, right? So we need to make sure that when you are on the bottom, you're going long, and when you're hitting resistance, you're going short, okay? Not the opposite, because there's some people that are teaching it there that when it hitting resistance that you continue going long. Well, no, because sometimes that's what's gonna mess you up and it's gonna give you, and you're gonna enter into a loss trade. So right now, since we are moving up from here, it's looking pretty bullish. But as you can see in this section right here, it's looking like we're having a lot of resistance. Okay, we have not been able to move up from this section, right? So before we can start thinking about being more bullish, we need to first back test this area here and make sure that we can break it. Okay, because if we cannot break it, then the next section is coming back down and testing these levels again. Okay, now if we cannot hold, let's say an example, we do come back here and we go back down and we cannot hold this support area, then the next level is going to be around this box, which is around the 30,000 to 29 to 28,000 area. Okay, that's the next support system that we have here. But we don't have to worry about that right now, because as you can see, we are in the range of the 32,900 zone to around this 38,000, $190, $200 area. Okay, so just remember that when you find a range, you trade the range until it breaks. So don't overcomplicate it for yourself. Just make sure that you understand that when you are coming up to resistance, you're looking to either exit or go short. And when you are coming to support, that you're going long, right? But of course, don't do any trades like that until you verify what is happening. Because as an example, let's say that you are coming down to support, right? And then it kind of backtests a little bit, and then it starts moving back down. It kind of backtests again, and then you're thinking that we're going up because now it's starting to move up to the support line, but then it can continue going back down, right? So this is why it's very crucial that you have two things. One, a trading plan, and two, that make sure that you verify what the trend is when you're about to get in. If it's going bullish, right, then you take that bullish trade. If it's going bearish, you verify and you make sure before you enter a trade, right? So that's it for right now, my friends. Just remember, this is a very high resistant area, and we also have the yearly VWAP, okay? If we come back down, this is a nice support system until it breaks. If it does break, we're going back down to around the 30 to 29,000. And if we're able to hold, then again, you can take another long if you want. It's up to you. Now, this is not financial advice. We're not financial advisors. We only give you some education information here on what the price is doing with Bitcoin. All right. So I hope you enjoyed this short video, my friends. Make sure that if you're not a subscriber to my YouTube channel, you subscribe. Make sure you like the video and comment below. Let me know what your thoughts are, and I will respond back to you. Okay, so I'll see you in the next video. And remember, let the profits come to you.